right, we're in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for my wife's cousin's wedding. And so we're actually on our way down to a chocolate factory to go do a little tour there.
The Black Chocolate Mountain Factory.
So we'll see if we can videotape in there. If we can't, then we just won't bother. But we'll get some more shots of the downtown here.
Today we're with my cousin and my dad right now.
Say hi,
my
Betsy.
cousin.
So anyways, yeah, here we go. I'm trying to get you in them.
Is it good?
Some samples right here.
You're supposed to use it then.
Yeah, I know. That's dark chocolate with salt, right?
No, it's cocoa nibs.
Oh.
Cocoa what? Cocoa nibs. That's what I've said it 3 times.
Well, how are you hearing?
Oh, I was saying that to him. He spin me right around.
They must use cherry wine soda. Oh, here it's running right here. Look at it. You can just put your hand in there.
Oh my god.
That's like Charlie's
That's what we
chocolate
need to
factory.
Just go like this and let me drink
Yeah.
it.
Need a ladle?
Oh, so delicious. Do you want me to just put my finger in there?
Yeah.
I think that would be okay.
Oh, here's another one right here.
I'm sure it would.
That one's almost ready. Look at.
You know, chocolate is good for you. It's an antioxidant. You know,
Yeah.
it's good for you.
Has calcium in it.
All right, here's some good-looking stuff we've got here.
Oh, some Moore's chest tart. That looks delicious.
So they have a lot of really cool-looking teas here. And they have a coffee roaster in the back, it looked like. And here's a bunch of fresh roasted coffee.
That looks amazing.
Champagne, caramel, and strawberries.
That looks so good.
Dehydrated strawberries on there.
This
I'm
is
just
salted
eating.
caramel. This is s'mores. Those are tarts.
No,
This
go
is
here.
the chocolate chunk cookie. The struggle.
Here's
And
my-
this is the
Like drinking chocolate.
there.
We can't take her anywhere. Yeah.
This is the salted caramel bonbon.
$2.95.
All right, we're just pulled up to the Winston-Salem Visitor Center, and we're gonna go see what they have here. Hopefully some old buildings and junk like that. Hopefully they have food. That's what I'm hoping for.
Look at how pretty this is. This tile. Oh, this is from the stoves. Spiral flower press molds and corner tiles.
This looks like artifacts from some of the old original homes. So here they've got a little information video, a gift shop, and we're gonna go see if we need to get tickets or what the protocol is here. Okay, so they have a tour, but we didn't opt for that because it was $27, and that's to be able to go into all the buildings where they have docents showing the crafts and talking about the history of it. But we're just going to walk around and look at the outside of the buildings, and they have shops and stuff like that, a bakery and stuff we can go to. So we're headed over now, and here's a bridge to get over the street. It's a really cool old covered bridge. Well, it's probably not really old, but it looks old. And here we have the Instagrammers going crazy.
Oh, and look how old the bridge is. It was built in 1998.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
a piece of history right there.
Were you even born yet?
Gosh, 1998. What was I doing?
Spencer was a year old.
Wow. But history has to start somewhere.
It does. Yes, I agree.
Never too soon to get a jump on it.
like these stars. They had them all over in the gift shop, and they called them Moravian stars, I believe. And Moravian, I was looking that up, and it's like an offshoot of Protestant church, and they came over from what is now the Czech Republic.
All right, I can't pronounce that. The Reich Hegi house site.
Shoemaker Emanuel Reich.
So here's where this old house was built in the 1830s. So here's some of the foundation that's left from it that they found. This kind of just outlines where the house was, just where we are. The fake facade to make you so you can see what the house looked like. Just excavation work that they did. Some hardware that they found. There's a picture of the house from 1882. So it's just kind of a facade of the house.
So this is the St. Philip's Church, and it was the African American church. And the Emancipation Proclamation was read here in 1865.
Here's a nice side view of the church. You can see it's an old log church. Looks to me like it's oak, and it's got the chinking in there and everything to keep the wind out, to make it weather tight. Neat old church. Strangers Graveyard and the African American Graveyard. So there's the dates that it was active, 1815 to 1859. And they call it the Strangers Church from 1775 to 1815. So pretty cool. So it's people buried here. Like, they don't even have names on them. They're just labeled adult, child. They probably didn't keep very good records, especially as the stranger graveyard, because it might have been someone that was just in town or whatever happened. They didn't have any relatives, didn't have any friends here, and for whatever reason they died of either like a disease or who knows what, and they would just bury him here in the Strangers Church. So there's a little memorial plaque here in memory of 131 lives. Yeah, they have some names on here, so they do have some records. But maybe they just don't have records of who's buried where. Oh yeah, see, that's the Strangers Graveyard. Alright, so here's the old historic woodshed. Over here's one of the places with the docents inside there. I came by a minute ago, there was smoke coming out of the vent here, so they've always got a stove in there. And looks like a kind of an area for students to learn, you know, for the teachers to bring them out and do crafts or to teach them some stuff about the history here. That's a neat little old town here. It's nice. It's pretty cold. It's about 47 degrees, but it's not crowded, which is perfect. Alright, so I snuck out for some more geocaching while the wife sleeps, and I'm doing a virtual cache, which means that there's no actual physical cache to sign, but I just have certain things I have to do. So I came to the ground zero point, the GZ, and what it is, it's the old Reynolds Tobacco Company building. It was built before the Empire State Building, and while the architects were designing this, they got the idea to build the Empire State Building, to build the tallest building in the world. You know, they wanted to add this whole thing, and so this building here looks just like the Empire State Building in a way, sort of like it. So they love this design, and that's what they designed the Empire State Building after, which is really cool. And then when the Empire State Building was done, it was on an anniversary. I forget, the cache page said the 25th or something anniversary of the Empire State Building, and the manager of the Empire State Building sent a card to this building manager saying, you know, happy anniversary for however old it is, and called it like the father of the Empire State Building or something like that. So it's pretty cool history. It's a neat old building. I just have to walk around and find some type of a bird, a statue of a bird, and I have to identify that. I have to send a picture of myself with my GPS in the, you know, in the building in the background, so that they know that I was here. And there's one other thing I have to do. I forget what it is, but yeah. Anyways, it's here, and here's the new building for the lung cancer causing cigarette manufacturing scumbags. But the old building's neat. It's a nice piece of history. I just love visiting places with old buildings and old stuff like that. It's really cool. And geocaching is really cool because it gets you out to those spots. Because actually I would have been sitting in a hotel room watching YouTube videos or something until I decided to run and grab some caches here. Plus it's Leap Day. It's February 29th. So it's I get a special souvenir from geocaching. You know, finding one on leap year. Since I started caching in 2010, I found one on every leap year so far, which is kind of cool. Or every leap day. So anyways, I'm going to finish finding the cache. If I see something else interesting on it, I'll add some more to the video. So thank you.